Good afternoon and thank you for joining us. Well, all three of our major market indices finished July near all-time highs. Year to date, the S&P is up 7.5%, the Dow 3.7%, and the Nasdaq is up 9.3%. These numbers are the result of the tariff situation moving quickly to resolution and strong earnings in the tech sector. Last week, four tech companies worth a combined $11.3 trillion and accounting for a fifth of the S&P 500 index reported earnings over 2 days. On Wednesday, shares of Meta soared 12% and Microsoft topped 5% after both companies reported better than expected earnings that beat on the top and bottom lines. Microsoft topped $4 trillion in market capitalization with the move, joining NVIDIA in a very exclusive club. On Thursday, Apple reported its largest quarterly revenue growth since December 2021. Amazon's second quarter profit was $19.2 billion, but shares fell in after-hours trading based on weak guidance from the company. A trade deal with Japan was reached that will impose 15% tariffs on imports, including automobiles, and created a $550 billion fund to make investments in the United States. Our largest trading partner, the European Union, accepted 15% tariffs on most of its exports to the United States, while reducing levies on some American products to zero. The EU also agreed to purchase $750 billion in American energy products, invest $600 billion in the U.S. on top of existing expenditures, and purchase, quote, vast amounts of military equipment. U.S. and Chinese officials met in Stockholm for 2 days of talks and agreed to extend the current tariff truce beyond a mid-August deadline. According to the president, we are very close to a deal with China. The saga of the president pressuring Fed Chair Powell to lower interest rates continued in July. The Fed chose not to reduce interest rates at its meeting last week, voicing concerns about the impact of tariffs on inflation. In retrospect, the stock market and the economy continue to defy gloom and doom expectations. The latest GDP report shows that the U.S. economy grew by an annualized rate of 3% from March to June, outpacing expectations and a significant rebound from the negative first quarter. The AI revolution's capital expenditures are adding vast amounts of money to our economy. Tech earnings are excellent, and U.S. companies are finding ways to deal with tariffs, taxes, and wars. Thank you for joining us. We hope to see you next month.